So you're firing your first employee. I bet they didn't tell you this.
Just lead.
Firing employees is so complicated. There's so much you need to get right through the whole process that you often end up neglecting yourself through this whole thing. Instead, focusing on the employee and their welfare and their mental health as you go through this process. But you need to focus on yourself too. What I'm about to go through is based on Australian employment law, and it should translate quite well to other countries, but if there's any significant differences that you see, make sure you put them in the comments below and we'll have a chat about them. There's 3 ways in which you can get your employment terminated. 1, you've done something seriously against the rules for the corporation. 2, you've been doing your job as a leader and you've been performance managing an employee, and it's got to a point where their performance just hasn't improved to the place where it needs to be, and all the written warnings have happened, and you've gotten to a point after a lot of work where you're at a place where you need to terminate their employment. And 3, they're in their probation period and their performance just hasn't stacked up to where it needs to be. There isn't a single one of these terminations that is easier to perform than any other. You will call your employee into your office and you will professionally tell them that their employment is being considered, and they will be given the opportunity to provide reasons as to why they should not be terminated. A quick note, your company will have scripts for what you need to say in these situations. Do not improvise. It could cause serious litigation issues for you and your company. In all cases, when they've been given an opportunity to provide reasons as to why they shouldn't be terminated, they've told me how bad their life is and how being terminated would result in a significant impact to their life and their ability to go on. Unfortunately, this rarely impacts the decision of termination. And it sucks. It really sucks. Your team aren't just pawns that you move around on a chessboard. They're people, they're real people with real lives. And the decision that you're making is going to be a significant impact to them. And they've just told you how bad their life is going to be when you terminate them. And this is what no one is talking about. The mental health of the person performing the termination. It's really tough to have such an significant impact on someone's life and then be expected to just get on with it. Probably why so many bad leaders and bad managers out there just don't do it. They just don't sack people because it's easier just to get on with it. You need to have the right mental health checks and support networks in place before you go into this undertaking. And once it's all said and done, you need to check in with yourself and ensure that you're all right. As logical as a termination is, emotions always find a way to get involved. And always remember, that person sitting on the other side of the table from you, sitting in that chair across the room, they put themselves there, not you. Don't take it lightly. Terminating an employee can take a long time to recover from. Ensure you're looking after yourself through the process as much as you're looking after the employee that you're about to terminate. And if this feels like it's too much to consider, that you don't want to do this, is being a leader the right thing for you? Find out here.